Okay, good morning everyone. So today, unfortunately, I cannot meet you face to face or synchronous because I am still in Manila. I still have to go to Baguio for some processing with my documents. Okay, so we are going to have this lecture for this week lang naman. No, probably next week I will be free already and I will be lecturing face to face again. Okay, and that would be unfortunate for your part because when I come back from my vacation slash appointments, you will be having your long test. Okay, so the coverage for your long test will be the topics that we have discussed. So it will be a long exam. So you need to prepare for at least 100 items, no? So para at least hindi kayo ma-culture shock. So even though that we are having this kind of lectures, now remember that I am still serious with making very, very high yield exams. So mag-aral pa rin na mabuti. So we are going to discuss the skin and the body membranes. Okay? So pag sinabi nating body membranes, this cover surfaces, the line cavities, and form protective sheets around organs. Okay? So dalawa ang dapat nating tatandaan. It can be an epithelial membrane or it can be a connective tissue membrane. So the function of the body membranes is not only to line or cover the body surfaces but also to protect the body surfaces. That's why may mga specific areas tayo sa body, no, na medyo mas grabe yung covering at may area naman na hindi ganun kabaga ang covering. Okay? And also, one of the functions of the body membranes is to lubricate body surfaces. No, bakit kailangan natin ng lubrication? Para at least when you move your hand, when you move your toes, when you move your knees, no, hindi yan siya magbabangga. And that what we call what we call the synovial fluid. Okay? So what are the different classification of body membranes? So the first one is the epithelial membrane. So covering and lining membranes, this include the cutaneous, the membrane, the mucus, and the serous membrane. Okay? Calling this epithelial is inaccurate because they do contain an epithelial sheet, but it is always combined with an underlying connective tissue. Okay? And these are some simple organs lang naman. Yung cutaneous membrane on the other hand, this is exemplified by the skin. So ito siya is exposed to air, at ito siya ay usually a dry membrane. So always remember that our skin is a part of a cutaneous membrane and it is a dry membrane. Okay? So the superficial epidermis, known as the keratinizing stratified squamous epithelium, we will know this one more when we go to the tissues. And the underlying dermis is usually the connective tissue. Okay? So yung mucous membranes naman, surface epithelium, they usually depends on the site. Most of the time, this can be seen in your nasal mucosa. There are a lot of mucous membranes in the body. The vaginal mucosa, the mouth, the anus, these are mucosas. And most of the time, these are being lined by loose connective tissue. Okay? Serous membrane, on the other hand, these are surface simple squamous epithelium. Okay? So, ito siya, you need to study the tissue part, naka-summarize naman doon. I'm going to send you a video regarding the tissues. So, i-explain natin ulit kung ano yung tissue na yon. Okay? So, the underlying areolar connective tissue, it lines open body cavities that are close to the exterior of the body, and usually these are separated by a fluid known as the serous fluid. Okay? So, saan natin to siya makikita? Most of the time, we can see this in three main organs. So, in the abdominal cavity, in the lungs, and in the heart. Kapag nasa tiyan siya, ang tawag dyan is peritoneum. Kapag naman nasa lungs yan siya, ang tawag dyan is pleura. Kapag nasa heart naman nan siya, ang tawag is pericardium. Okay? So, the connective tissue membranes, these are synovial membranes and these are only connective tissues. Okay, so anong ginagawa nila? Anong ginagawa nitong synovial membrane? They usually provide smooth surface and they usually secrete lubricating fluid. Okay, saan mo to makikita? Sa joints. Okay, yan yung makikita mo sa joints. That's why if you are going to open the joints, if you are going to extract or ituslukan na ni mo siya syringe, you are going to inject it, you are going to get fluid. No, normal na nga may ara nga tubig dira sa tuhod because meron tayong tinatawag na synovial fluid. Meron kang synovial membrane. Okay, as you can see here, no, within two bones para dili siya magbangga-bangga, no, kailangan mo ng synovial fluid. If you are growing older, no, if tumatanda ka, most of the time it usually lessens, no, bababa yan siya or mawawala yung tubig. That's why nagbabangga yung dalawang bone. So kapag magbangga yung dalawang bone, masakit yan siya. Yan yung tinatawag ng mga matatanda na rayuma. So ano yung nawawala? Synovial fluid. So may magagawa ka pa ba dyan? Wala na. Okay? Kasi it's normal. No? It's normal that as we age, the fluid is going to be eradicated or lessened. So also, this can be seen in the bursae and the tendon sheaths. And these usually cushion the organs, no, moving against each other during muscle activity. So, yun na yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. So, let's talk about the skin. So, if you are going to remove the skin, no, as you can see here, if you are going to remove the skin from a human body, katulad ng ginawa doon sa may, movie noon, ng Deadpool and Wolverine, no, ginawa niya kay, yung kay, kay Chris, no? Chris Evans, you are going to have the muscle already. So, yung katawan kasi natin, it's made up of fluid, no? Lahat ng parts ng body natin merong tubig. So, if we are going to expose our body to sunlight, no, or to the environment, tapos wala tayong skin na nagko-cover, we are going to be dehydrated. That's why nga kapag masusunog yung katawan natin, ano yung pinoproblema ng doktor? It's the dehydration, hindi yung burn. Okay? Because the burn alone cannot kill you. It's the dehydration that will kill the patient, not the burn itself. Okay? Masakit lang yan siya pero hindi yan siya nakakamatay. Pero yung nakakamatay is the dehydration secondary to the burn. Okay? So ano yung function ng skin natin, no? Mechanical damage, no? It protects mechanical damage, chemical damage, bacterial damage, etc., etc. Okay? So always remember that the uppermost layer of the skin is puno ng keratin. Ito yung cornified or ito yung matigas, no, na nagpre-prevent ng water loss sa body surface. So ito yung reason bakit hindi ka na dehydrate. Ito din yung reason, yung keratin, bakit ka nagkakaroon ng libag. Eventually, this keratin, no, this uppermost layer is the one that's being natatanggal. Okay? So ano yung function, no? It aids in heat regulation. That's why hindi ka natawag nito, hindi ka magkakaproblema if masyadong malamig ang temperature, no? It is also important in the excretion of urea and uric acid. These are mga chemicals sa body that are very toxic. Also, it's responsible for synthesizing vitamin D, no? And also, this is responsible for your touch, pressure, temperature, and pain. Okay? So, kabaluman ko, no, that you are going to use this your skin most of the time, no, for touching your friend, touching your girlfriend, no, you are going to feel a lot with that skin. Okay? Because our skin, ang baba lang yan is our nerves already. That's why ayaw nakashock that our skin contains a lot of nerves. Okay? Ano pa? Also, remember that our skin is composed of different major layers. Okay? Ano yung major layers, Doc? That is the epidermis, dermis, and the hypodermis is also known as the fat cells. Yung epidermis, most of the time, it's stratified squamous epithelium. No? That's why kailangan mapanood nyo muna yung video about tissues kaya para makarelate ka mo. Okay? So don't worry, I'm going to discuss it again when we go back into face-to-face. But for now, I want you to study and focus on watching the videos that I will be sending. So, ang gagawin niyo muna before kayo pupunta sa video na to, what I want you to do is to read or watch first the tissue part. Okay? Kay para at least mas dali na lang nimo mag-grasp ang aton i-discuss karon. Okay? So we have the epidermis, no? The dermis, the fat cells. Always remember na yung dermis, ito yung pinakataas. Okay, may other layers pa na dira. Mo pa na i-memorize mo later. Undermis, imagine mo na lang ara na diran ang mga sagbot, okay? Amo ni siya ang sa taas, amo ni siya ang sagbot, tapos ang fat cell, syempre, blood vessels and the fats. Okay? So yung epidermis natin and dermis, they are firmly connected, no? That's why burn and friction may cause them to separate. That's why if for example napasok ka, no, naanay nagatawag nga blister. And if there is a blister already, no, that is already considered as what? Second degree burn. Okay? There is already second degree burn kung saan nagkakaroon na ng accumulation ng interstitial fluid. If meron ng accumulation of interstitial fluid, we don't want it because it tries to separate the epidermis and the dermis. So, ano mangyayari? Magiging masakit yung feeling. Bakit? Ma-expose yung mga nerves doon sa dermis. Correct? Correct. Okay? After nun, ng epidermis and dermis, you have the hypodermis. So, yung hypodermis, isa lang yan dyan siya. Ang i-remember mo. It is not part of the skin. It only anchors the skin to the underlying organs, and this is usually fat tissues or adipose tissue. So, taba lang yan siya. So, that's why when I usually magtahi sa pasyente, mayngon sila ladok, daga nag-unod na nagagawas, oy ma'am, dili na siya unod. Tambok ra na siya. Okay ra na siya putlon, okay ra na siya tanggalon, no? Kung magpa-liposuction po mo, maupod na siya ang ginasuction, okay, ang tambok. Okay, so don't worry if kana mga yellow nga mga parts, as long as dili muscle ang gitanggal sa inyo, ha, you don't have to worry. Okay, fats are just fats. You can have a lot of fats, you can have a lot of time nga magka-deposit of fats sa imong body, so don't worry. Okay, so the epidermis is composed of the epidermis is composed of 5 layers. So always remember, BSGLC, 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 that's from upper to lower. Again, BSGLC. Ano yung BSGLC, doc? Basal, that's from baba to labas pala yan, no? This is the taas, this is the baba. Okay? So, anong tatandaan mo? Basale, spinosum, granulosum, lucidum. Anong pinakamataas? Corneum. Okay? Basale is a base, no? Corneum is nasa taas. Okay? So, most cells of the epidermis are tinatawag nating keratinocytes because they contain or they are the keratin cells. Okay? Okay? So, yung epidermis, we are going to divide it to the different layers. Okay? So, magsa-start tayo doon sa base. So, yung base is, ang tawag doon is stratum basale. So, sa stratum basale, this is the deepest, ibig sabihin yung pinaka loob, na layer ng epidermis. So, this lies closest to the dermis, and this reserves most nourishment through diffusion. Okay? So, the cells are undergoing mitosis, and this is also known as the germinativum. So, kung lalabas sa exam, ay, walang basale, doc. It's also known as the germinativum. Okay? So, this one is the histologic feature or histologic slide of a epidermis. So, if you are going to see here, we have the base, we have the spinosum, because it's spiny. We have the granulosum, the lucidum, which you can see on your palm of your hands only, no? Kanila nga area ang makita nimo sa imong palms and soles mo na medyo baga gyud na siya, no? And the stratum corneum, which is being, no, mao ni siya ang nagatanggal sa atong lawas, mao ning libag. Okay, mao ni kabaga ang libag. Okay, so kani siya, this is what we call the keratin or the keratinocytes. So the spinosum and granulosum, on the other hand, is just above the basale, no? And this is flatter and more keratinized as compared to the basale. Okay? The lucidum, no? This is a clear layer of full dead skin cells, and this is not present in all skin regions except kung saan walang buhok. Saan bang walang buhok sa katawan mo, no? And the palms and the soles. So this is high in keratin. Maunang baga, no? Maunang kung ang imuhang kamot na puno na og cable, no, it's because of the lucidum. Okay? So that's why also if you are going to slough off your cable, dili na magdugo because wala kang blood supply, di ba? No? Maunang ginagamitan ni mong blade para magtanggal, okay lang, wala nagadugo because wala kang blood supply. So the outermost layer, on the other hand, no, the outermost layer, it's the stratum corneum. So ito siya, it accounts for 3/4 of epidermal thickness. Now this looks like a shingle-like dead cells. So this is completely filled with keratin, and this is also called as cornified or horny cells. Okay? So again, this is known as the cornified or horny cells, the corneum. So the stratum corneum rubs and flakes off slowly as dandruff. So normal na siya nga may dandruff, okay? Normal na siya nga katanggal na ang parts ng aton lawas. And it is replaced quickly by the rising cells from the basale. So most of the time, we have a new epidermis every 25 to 45 days. That is a month or a month and a half. Okay? So, yung melanin, that's the reason why we are brown. No? Tayong mga Pinoy, we are kayumanggi because of what we call the melanin. Melanin is a pigment that ranges in color from yellow to brown to black. Okay? And melanin is produced by what we call melanocytes. So, saan natin makikita to melanocytes? Sa basale. Okay? And they usually accumulates in the membrane-bound granules called the melanosomes. Okay? So the amount of melanin in the epidermis results from genetics and sunlight exposure. That's why if you are going to have a lot of we have a lot of tawag nito exposure sa sun, no, kanang masigi kag painit, no, maglagom gid ka, no, you are going to be tan. Yung freckles naman and moles, ito siya ay specific areas in the body that is concentrated. For example, ara lang siya sa face, no, medyo damo siya dito. Amo na nga itom-itom siya tanawon. No, the freckles we can have a lot of, actually marami na tayong procedures ngayon, no. If you go to aesthetic na mga clinics, you are going to have a lot of procedures just to remove the moles and the freckles. Okay? So, Doc, delikado ba yung mga alum? Depende, no? Katong mga alum manggod, nakadepende na siya kung ano siya nga klase nga alum, no? Ano nga klase na, Doc, ng buhi or patay, no? Hindi amo na, no? Nakadepende yan siya if that alum is going to become a cancer later on, depende sa iyang characteristic. Okay? I-discuss natin yan later. So, let's talk about the papillary and the reticular dermis. Dalawa lang tatandaan mo. Yung papillary, yun yung malapit sa stratum basale. Yung reticular naman, yan yung nasa baba ng stratum, ng papillary dermis. Siya yung asan siya malapit? Sa hypodermis. Ulit, yung papillary, malapit sa basale. Yung dermis na reticular, malapit sa adipose or sa fatty layer. So, yung papillary sa taas, yung reticular nasa baba. Yung dermal papillae, no, this is above, no? above, indent epidermis above, no, this usually creates fingerprints. Yung capillary loops naman, no, it nourishes the epidermis. And remember that the dermis has a pain and touch receptors. Kapag ang iniisip mo is yung pain, you are talking about the free nerve endings. Kapag naman yung touch, isa lang iisipin mo, the Meissner or the Meissner's corpuscle. Okay? So the blood, yung reticular layer naman, since that is baba pa siya ng papillary, dyan mo na makikita yung mga blood vessel, sweat and oil glands, no? The Pacinian corpuscles, and also it contains phagocytes, no? These are white blood cells that prevent bacteria from reaching deeper tissues. That's why if you are going to damage the dermis, you are going to have a lot of problems with infection. Kasi nga, kapag yung dermis na damage, you are going to expose the inner layer to the bacteria itself. Okay? So yung dermis, again, it is heavy in collagen and elastic fibers. So kung may sisisihin ka man sa wrinkles mo, that would be the dermis. Kasi kapag nawawala yung collagen, no? Nawawala yung elastic fibers ng katawan, no? Magkaka-wrinkles ka, hindi na siya ganun ka unudon. Okay? So tama, oh. As age increases, no, these fibers decrease, as do fat cells and skin sacs. So abundantly, no, this is supplied with blood. No, the skin reds and warms with high body temperature. That's why if you are going to go outside, no, especially in Kabakan, Kidapawan area, kung init, no, samlang, pag sulod mo sa kwarto, pag sulod mo sa room, mag-ambal ang classmate mo, hala pula-pula tsura mo. Because kapag mainit, your skin is red and warm. Okay? So normal na siya. Ha? Normal na siya nga nagapula ang itsura. Tidok maitom ko sin after. Iba to ya ang tanning. No, iba to ya ang tanning kaysa sa nag-flush ka lang because of the heat. Okay? So let's talk about skin color. So there are different colors in the body or pwedeng maging color ng skin mo. And you don't want your skin to be colored nga naman, no? Ibig sabihin niya may sakit ka. Okay? So the amount and kind of melanin, no? And also the amount of carotene and also the amount of hemoglobin. Okay? So, people with a lot of melanin have brown tone skin. Tapos yung mga kaunti lang naman yung melanin, kagaya ng mga American, Europeans, no? Usually they have fair toned skin. Okay? So, the hemoglobin in the dermal blood, no, usually shows through the transparent cell layers above. So, this one, no, gives the skin a rosy glow. So, sometimes, no, medyo kung for example, no pores, tapos very, very fair ang skin, no, makita ni mga normal ang iyang pag-blush. But sometimes, no, dili nimo makita. So it's okay, ha? Okay. Okay lang na siya nga kung hindi makita ang ga-blush ka kay medyo lagom, no? It's normal. No, ang importante is hindi ka dali magka-cancer because if wala ka gawang melanin, dali ka magka-cancer. Kung may melanin ka, hindi ka dali magka-cancer because it usually processes the ultraviolet rays. Also, no, emotions can also influence the skin color and many alterations in skin color. For example, no, you have erythema, no, ga-blush ka, naga-fever ka, high blood ka, may inflammation ka. That is the most common causes bakit nakakaroon ng redness. So you don't want to say redness already, no? Ano ang gamiton mo nga term? It is erythema. 'Di ba? So you have erythema. You have erythematous face, no? Mapula-pula yung mukha mo, ganon, okay? Yung pallor naman on the other hand, that is paglapsi, no? For example, gitawag ta ka recitation ng aki ko kay wala ka kasabat ng lapsi ka, no? That is what you call pallor. But you don't want to say pallor lang or lapsi, no? You say blanching, okay? No, saan nangyayari yan? Kapag meron kang anemia, hypotension, and impaired blood flow. Okay? Also, if you are going to observe doon sa mga kapatid ninyo na mga lapsag pa, no, or yung mga tong mga bata pa, you're going to see them, no, naga-yellow. So sometimes it's normal, sometimes it's not normal, no, especially depende sa age sa bata. No, ang always i-remember is um the main reason why bakit nagkakaroon ng yellowing ang isang tao because of what we call the jaundice or the bilirubin excess. Okay, ito, yeah? Excess of bilirubin. So, asa mo ni makita sa liver or gallbladder problem. Okay? Also, no, kung gisumbag ka sa boyfriend mo, you are going to see, no, bruises, no, black and blue coloring, no. Feel mo tanan man siguro ta naka-experience og ano no, og sa hematoma, no. So normal lang na siya, no. There are areas in our body that is most prone to develop hematoma. So kung medtech ka, no, majority of the days in your stay here in North Valley, you are going to have a lot of bruises, no, because after extraction, kung hindi nami ang pagkuha sang dugo sang classmate mo sa imo, you are going to have hematomas after. Sa radtech naman, no, kung hindi ka kasabat sang or kung for example hindi nami ang pag return demo mo kagitok apan ka sang classmate mo, no, magka hematoma ka man gyapon. Okay? So let's talk about skin appendages, no. Skin appendages, these are just skin associated structures. So for example, the hair follicle, no, the glands and the nails. Okay? So they usually arise, no, from epidermis, and this can be separated into an exocrine gland and an endocrine gland. But majority, it's an exocrine kasi nga nilalabas, no? They release via the ducts. Kapag exocrine, exo meaning labas, saan nilalabas? Sa ducts. So there are two groups. Okay, remember, there are two groups, sebaceous and sweat glands. Sebaceous, sweat. Okay? Saan natin makikita to? Most especially in the stratum basale. Yung sebaceous gland, yan yung responsible bakit ka nagkakaroon ng oily skin. Yung sweat glands, yan yung reason bakit nagkakaroon ka ng sweat. Okay? Saan mo makikita yung sebaceous gland? All except palms and soles. Ano yung purpose ng sebum na pinoproduce ng sebaceous? No, kaya para makapunggod ko, Dok? Hindi, no? Technically, yung purpose niyan is to lubricate the skin and to kill the bacteria. However, no, because of excessive production of sebum, nagkakaroon na yan siya ng mag-stock up na siya dira. So kung mag-stock up na siya dira, hindi na ma-release ang aring area maghubag, amo na mahimo siya nga punggod. Okay? So sweat glands, no, or also known as the sudoriferous glands, now this one can be divided into eccrine and apocrine. Yung eccrine, ito yung sa duct to pour on the skin. Yung apocrine naman, usually larger, and ducts empty into the hair follicles. Okay, saan mo to makikita? Heat regulation sa eccrine, pain and stress sa apocrine. Okay? So sweat in its function, mostly water, okay? And hair follicles, no? Mababasa nyo naman yan. Ang kailangan nyong alam dito is that there are different layers of the hair follicles. Okay? So, kailangan nyong alam kung saan. Okay? Hair anatomy. No? You have the cuticle. And the cuticle is outside of the cortex and this is usually heavily keratinized. Okay? Erector pili. No? For example, nalamigan ka or may naghunghong sa imong nga multo, nagtaas ang imong mga balahibo, the responsible for that one is the erector pili. No? Sa sunod gani nga mag-goosebumps ka, isipon mo dayon, it's the erector pili muscle. That is the muscle responsible for the goosebumps. Okay? No? Another pampahambog mo na sa imong mga friends. No, lagi goosebumps ka ba? Wow, that's an erector pili. No? That's because of the erector pili. Okay? No, feeling mo pag mahuman ng human anatomy, feeling mo bright kagid, no? Promise. So ano yung function ng hair? Okay, warmth, no, protection, touch sense, and non-verbal communication using the eyebrows and the eyelashes. So wag na nating i-discuss no. Basta balaan nyo man na, no, tanawan nyo lang ang inyong lawas kundi na may buhok, no. Pati ang imo nga singit, pati ang imo nga ilok, no, tanan may buhok na, hindi lang makita, hindi lang damol. Okay? Your nail is another, no, mo kung hilig ka gid magpakuko, magpalimpyo kuko, no. Nails are scale-like modifications of the epidermis. Okay? So these are colorless. Eponychium, no? The eponychium is the proximal nail fold that projects into the nail body. Okay? That's the eponychium. Skin homeostatic balances. So, infection, no? If naakay maka-infection ka, no? You are going to have an athlete's foot. So, this is caused by fungal infection known as usually, no, Malassezia forfor or Tinea, no? Tinea na species, no? Makapabaho na siyang tiil. Okay? So, mao na careful ka mo magamit sa mga medyas kay hindi inyo, ha? Makabaho na tiil. Kung magkaroon ka naman ng boils and carbuncles, no, this is usually caused by infection. Okay? Bacteria, mao na kailangan naghatag ang doktor sinasang ginapahid nga antibiotic or ginainom nga antibiotic. Cold sores on the other hand, no, kung abi mo nga nag-ano lang na siya, it's actually a herpes. Okay? So, kung may amo ni ang imo nga mga girlfriend or boyfriend, di mo siya i-kiss nga man, no? It can cause infection sa imo. Okay? Malatnan kasi na, kag that is kagaw. Ha? Kagaw na siya. Impetigo on the other hand, no? This is usually because of Staphylococcus infection, no? Ang mga first year karon, you are going to have a review sini pagbalik nyo sa third year, no? Ang mga bacteria nga ginapang mention ko, especially amuni, makita nyo ni sila liwat sa third year, ha? So, sige lang, no? We will try to, familiarize lang, ha? Contact dermatitis, no? For example, nagamit ka sang sabon, tapos dugi allergy ka, that is contact dermatitis. Okay? Psoriasis, no, this one naman is an autoimmune condition kung saan masyadong mabilis yung from basale to stratum corneum. Okay? So, usually this is caused by trauma, stress, or hormonal changes. So, ako, I was diagnosed of having parang mild psoriasis, no? So, I was being treated during the board examination. That's why I did not focus during that time sa board exam because because of stress, no, I had flares of psoriasis and eczema. So, naka-problema ako nun during review, no? That's why hindi ko nabigay yung lahat because I was so bothered with this condition. Pero hindi yung ganito, hindi ako yan. No, parang mga ganito lang yung lumabas pero hindi sa tuhod. Okay? Kaunti lang sa tuhod pero hindi ganun kalala. Okay? Let's talk about burn. Pag sinabi mong burn, no, this is a tissue damage, no, usually because of cell death, no? And this is caused by heat, electricity, no, sunburns and etc. Okay? So, ano ang mga dangers ng burn? No, dehydration, electrolyte imbalance, and circulatory shock. So, Dok, nakakamatay ba yung sunog? Yes. Dok, bisan Dok, nayabuhan lang na ang bata, Dok, og tubig? Yes, nakakamatay siya. Okay? So, itong rule of nines, you just have to memorize this one. No? I want you to memorize this one. Baka lalabas sa exam. Remember that if we are going to see patients na merong burn, we need to try to estimate the burn damage. Kung pila ka percent ang na-damage sa iya, ha? No? Hindi na siya yung palagpat lang na. Okay? So may ara gid kami nga ginasunod and you need to memorize it. Okay? So always remember that the perineum is 1%, etc., etc., etc. Okay, you need to study ha, you need to study this one. Lalabas yan sa exam. Yung first degree, it's the epidermis. Second degree, epidermis and the dermis. Yung third degree is hanggang subcutaneous. Okay? First degree, epidermis lang, no? Yan, no? First degree yan. Second degree naman, meron ka na. Ang always mo tatandaan kapag may second degree is the blister. That is a keyword. Okay? So, ito, tinitreat na namin ko siya ng malala because this can cause infection. Yan, no? Nanay mga, no? Nanay, ano man guna siya, maghabok na siya, no? Ayaw ninyo palupko ng habok, maglupok lang na siya sang iya, ha? So, pabayaan lang na siya. And third degree, this is very, very, pangit tingnan, pero ito yung hindi masakit. Bakit? Patay na yung nerves mo no? Minimal pain na lang because of nerve damage. Okay? So, anong pwedeng magagawa na lang ng doktor dito? Skin grafts, no? Yung skin mo sa puwet mo, ilalagay siya sa mukha mo. Parang ganun. Okay? Yan. Okay? Ganyan. Third degree burns, no? Grabe kalala. Yan. No? Nilalagyan ng graft. Critical burns, over 25% or over 10% that has the third degree, no? Etc. etc. Facial burns, etc. No, maunang uban nga if magka-sunog sila sa ilang elbow, dili na nila ma-move because the scar tissue in the joints can limit mobility. Okay? And pangit din sa face kasi pangit talaga yung result ni after. That's why, bala na masunog ang imong body, wag lang ang imong face. Okay? Skin cancer, on the other hand, no, it can be benign or malignant, but most especially, delikado. One of the most critical types of cancer is melanoma because it can go to the different parts of the body. Baskan, melanoma lang na siya sang imo nga dapa-dapa, makapatay na siya. Okay? So we have basal cell, no, this is the least malignant. Okay? Squamous cell, no, this usually metastasizes, no, pumupunta na siya ng ibang lugar, so nakakatakot na yan siya. And the melanoma. Okay, yung melanoma, no, you need to have ABCD rule. Okay? What's the ABCD? Asymmetry, border, the color, and the diameter. Okay? Kailangan nyo itong basahin, ha? And you need to at least tanaw sa imong lawas, no, i-check nimo ang body sa imong friend or classmate if may ara siya nga moles nga questionable. If may moles siya nga questionable, no, you try to consult with me on pagbalik nato next week. Okay? Yan, asymmetry, border, no, and color and diameter. Okay? Yan. So tomorrow, we have a synchronous examination for everyone, no? For the 5 sections. So, sabay-sabay kayong bukas kukuha ng examination. And what I want you to do is to write your apelyido. No? For example, ang inyo nga ibutang dito is Garampiel, no? Garampiel. Amo nang ibutang nyo dito sa inyong pangalan, ha, para madali ma-record, no? Not following instructions, no? Ibig sabihin hindi ka nakinig sa lecture na to. Ibig sabihin wala kang score. Okay? Ito yung magiging basis ko that you really follow the rule and you really natapos. Okay? So anong gagawin mo? Ang gagawin mo, susulat mo yung apelyido mo doon, no? Doon sa name, no? Doon sa may basta nang pag-login mo ba lang ang pangalan mo, amo nang isulat mo dito Garampiel. Okay? No, hindi ka na gamiton mo imong common sense na isulat mo Garampiel ang imong tapos section, no? You need to write MT1A. Ana, ha? MT1A, MT1B, no? Basta isulat mo inyong section. Okay? Kung nakay kapilyedo, butkan mo nga gamay dira nga dash tapos I. Kung may kaapelyido ka. Basta ang importante kung wala ka kaapelyido, mo lang na ikopyahon mo. Garampiel MT1A. Garampiel, etc. etc. Okay? Again, Not following instructions, automatic zero. Klaro na ha? Klaro na. Okay? So I'm going to see you tomorrow. We will have an online class tomorrow at 7 p.m. No? Tapos, I'm going to proctor you. So, on camera lahat, on microphone lahat. Tapos, iti-take nyo yung exam na 50 items na quizzes for, I think, 50 minutes. Okay? So, if you don't have any more questions, have a like, no? Give a thumbs up, no? Char, YouTuber, no? Do not forget to subscribe so that pag upload na ako, mag-notify siya sa inyo, no? Ay para hindi na ka mo magulat nga mag-chat pa or whatsoever. You can subscribe, you turn on your notifications, you hit like, no? Para at least nami ang feedback sa Facebook. Basta dira pa ko mamanggaran nun sa YouTube. Char. Okay? Sige, if you don't have any if you have questions, reserve it for next week. If you don't have problems with your you need to have good internet connection tomorrow, okay? Because I don't give special exams. Okay, dili ko gusto nga daghan mag-chat og rason-rason, ha? I don't want. So I want you to focus and get and be ready for the exam. Dili rason kay naghambal ko daan gahapon pa. Okay? So if you don't have any more, no? If you have concerns, just use our group chat, no? And that's all for today. Okay? Goodbye everybody.